Hey guys, I'm Nisha Homi and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm sharing a healthy and nutrient dense gluten-free puri, and also I'm showing you how to make paratha or roti with the same gluten-free dough. This puri will stay good for about 3 to 4 days, so it's an ideal meal option to carry when you're traveling. It's completely gluten-free and perfect to have in the winters. So without wasting much time, let's get started with the recipe. I have boiled half kg sweet potato in my pressure cooker, and once the sweet potatoes are cooked, I'm removing it from the pressure cooker and allowing it to cool down. Into my small chutney grinder, I'm adding in half teaspoon jeera, half teaspoon saunf, 1/3 teaspoon ajwain, and I'm going to coarsely grind this. Into that I'm adding in 3 green chilies. Green chilies you can increase or decrease to suit your taste. So this is a spicy masala roti. You can also make puris with this, and the best thing is when you make puris with this, it will stay good for about 3 to 4 days. So it's ideal to carry when you're traveling. I'll be showing you how to make puri and how to make paratha with the same mix. Now to make this more nutrient dense and for some extra iron and folate, I'm adding in some curry leaves. Since I live in Kerala, I have access to garden fresh curry leaves, and since they are rich in iron and folate, I prefer to use them more in my recipes. However, if you don't have curry leaves, you can use moringa leaves or even coriander leaves instead. So this is about half cup of curry leaves. These are organic garden fresh curry leaves. I'm actually making this for my daughter, as the puri version is ideal to carry when you are traveling, as it will stay good for about 3 to 4 days. Curry leaves are a rich source of iron and folate. So if you have iron deficiency, anemia, or if you have hair fall issues, do try to include fresh curry leaves in your diet. I have added the cooked sweet potato into a large bowl. So this is around 500 grams of sweet potatoes. Now sweet potatoes are a winter vegetable. It's a rich source of fiber, as well as it contains a good amount of vitamins and minerals, including iron, calcium, selenium, and they are a good source of B vitamins and vitamin C. They are also rich in an antioxidant known as beta carotene, which converts to vitamin A once consumed. And always remember that you need some source of healthy fats for better assimilation of fat soluble vitamins like vitamin A. So when you're making a meal with sweet potato, make sure you add a good healthy source of fat like wood pressed coconut oil, groundnut oil, till oil, mustard oil, or even Desi Ghee. And now with a fork, I'm lightly mashing the sweet potatoes. Into this, I'm adding in pink Himalayan salt as needed. Half teaspoon Kashmiri chili powder. Kashmiri chili powder is entirely optional. If you don't like your paratha or puri to be spicy, you can totally omit it. Half teaspoon turmeric powder. 1/4 teaspoon freshly ground black pepper powder. Black pepper actually helps the active ingredient in turmeric, known as curcumin, to absorb faster into your body. So whenever you are using turmeric, make sure you add at least a big fat pinch of black pepper powder. Now just give this all a mix. Into that, add in the ground curry leaves, spices, and the green chilies. Now give this all a mix. Now to make the paratha and puri, I am using Makkai Atta. Makkai Atta is ideal to have in the winters. Since I am using Makkai Atta, this puri or paratha is completely gluten free. If you don't have any issues with gluten, you can also make this with whole wheat flour. I personally prefer to use Khapli wheat instead of whole wheat. So first I am adding in half cup of Makkai Atta. I am going to give the mix. Add in the rest of the atta. And with my hand I am mixing this up. So I am sprinkling in about 2 to 3 tablespoons of water. Add water little by little. The idea is to make the dough into very soft, and once you knead it really well, the dough should have this consistency. It should be this soft. Only then you can make it into puris or parathas. Now to make puri, I have taken a small dough And I'm just going to knead it a couple of times again. And sprinkle some water on your hands and take the dough and lightly press it. So you can shape the sides. So it's very easy to make. Once the oil is heated, I'm just adding in a little bit of dough, and if it sizzles and comes up almost immediately, the oil is nicely heated. Flip it over and the puri will puff up almost immediately. Once done, remove it to a plate. So while that puri is getting ready, I've already rolled out the next puri. The best thing about this puri is that it will keep good for about 3 to 4 days. So it's ideal meal to carry when you're traveling. Okay, now the puris are ready, and I'm going to allow this to cool down completely, and then I'll be packing this up and sending it with my daughter who has come home for the weekend. And I have also baked one banana bread. I've already shared the recipe. This particular recipe is on my channel. This is eggless banana bread, and in this time I added some chocolate chips instead of raisins. I usually add raisins and nuts in this particular banana bread recipe, but this time my daughter wanted some chocolate chips, so instead of the raisins I added chocolate chips. This banana bread will keep good for about 4 to 5 days. I also make this banana bread like when my husband is traveling. I pack one loaf of banana bread for him, and it's an ideal breakfast meal for him, especially when he's traveling. So if you haven't made this bread yet, please do check the banana bread recipe and make this super delicious banana bread. It's very easy to make. I forgot to mention these are melon seeds. In the original recipe which I uploaded on YouTube, I had sprinkled in some oats, but this time I had some melon seeds which I dried myself, so I sprinkled the melon seeds on top. You can just sprinkle in any nuts or seeds of your choice. And let me just show you how the banana bread looks like when it is sliced. If you haven't made this banana bread, please do make it. It's a delicious and healthy breakfast meal option, or you can have it as an evening snack. And the best thing is it keeps good for up to 5 days at room temperature. Now to make makki roti or the masala paratha, I am using a wet cotton napkin. Remember that Makkai Atta does not have any gluten, so it's slightly difficult to roll out if you are not an expert with makki roti. So I am showing you an easy beginner version. Sprinkle some water over the dough and just press it out with your fingers. Make sure that your hands are wet. This is just an easier way of making makki roti. You can of course make it with your hands instead of using the wet cotton napkin. And make sure you shape the sides as well. I have already heated my cast iron tawa, and I am placing the napkin over the tawa, roti side down. And just after about 30 seconds, carefully peel off the wet cotton napkin. Put the flame on low, and while that is getting cooked, let's make one more roti. You can just level the top with your fingers, with wet fingers. And drizzle in half a teaspoon Desi Ghee. Now In the beginning of the video, I had mentioned that you need a good source of healthy fat for better assimilation of fat soluble vitamins like vitamin A, K, E and D. So try to use a good source of healthy fat like A2 Desi Ghee or wood pressed oils like wood pressed coconut oil, mustard oil, groundnut oil or any wood pressed oil from the place you live in. Roti will slightly stick to the tawa, so with a spatula carefully remove it and flip it over and allow it to cook on low flame. And once done, flip it over. So guys, do try this healthy, filling and nutrient dense puri and the paratha and let me know how it turned out. Don't forget to like, comment and share this video with family and friends. Thank you for watching and until next time, take care. Bye-bye.